Commence primary ignition.
For August 5th, 2021, it's the Serenno Squadcast, the official podcast of the Serenno Squad.
What day is it? It's okay.
Well, we have now.
Yeah, it's Thursday, August 5th.
It will never, ever work out in my favor.
Here's the day of the week in a very exciting musical background.
People are going to think this is like a running gag. It's not.
I mean, I think at this point it
He's
is.
really that bad at
It
it.
is,
It's
but
just unintentional.
This is the literal definition of a running gag now.
Yeah.
I rehearsed it.
That's
why
so
you overthought it.
Welcome, everyone, to this week's episode of
Break
the
a leg.
Squadcast. Thanks, Wayne.
Woo!
I'm just going to hide a little whiteboard down there on the floor.
That's a good idea. Oh, man.
So then
cue
it'll
cards.
sound like he's reading.
Dude, I do. Oh, all these are great ideas.
We have a new backdrop.
We do.
I can't
Even
see
though
myself because it's
I
covered.
feel like
but
these are now small enough that
For
you
all the
almost
viewers.
can't see 'em,
Yeah, I think it needs one more. I think you need to move those up and you need one more. And we need a blue saber to offset
Well,
the red.
the blue saber.
but saber right there.
Yeah, but we were
You
told
could-
not to
you
put
could
that up,
fit
weren't
something
we?
between the sabers.
I could probably fit one or both of those posters between the sabers.
You could move that saber over, put those two posters in, and put the red in between them.
These are all great ideas.
They are.
This is the backdrop for today.
Yep.
Yeah, but now I'm disappointed in it, so I'm not going to.
Just forget you ever saw it. This week we've got the whole squad here. We got Paul.
Part of the
Yes,
squad, actually.
That's my name. Do I need
Yeah,
to wear a name
not the
tag?
whole squad.
I'm going to write my name down
Squadcast.
so you can see it.
We got Wayne.
Okay.
That's him. And we got Evan.
Hello.
And I'm Gunner.
I'm
Welcome.
trying to block this creepy helmet behind me, because when I'm sitting like this, you just have my face and then this creepy face right next
Oh,
to it.
That's
man.
the best part.
So I'm trying to like sit like this, so it's
Yeah, we really got to work on this.
it's just a mess.
Who's that, Evan? She's my sister.
Guys,
It's our special
Part of
guest.
me.
guys, you're going to hate me. I never recorded this part of it. But I think I can record it now.
Wait, what?
We have the audio and the visual, but I forgot to record this, so it didn't get the
So click
theme
it
music.
now. Click it now. Just
Yeah,
go.
I think.
You can
Yeah.
fix it in post.
That's
Yeah.
magic. That's the beauty of having three things being recorded at
Wow.
once.
And you know what the
Somewhere
best
along
part
the
is?
line, it's going to get screwed up, but that's
I'm
okay.
saying the best part is you've got the sound. So you could do the beginning like an old 80s montage of just pictures of us while the sound's going on in the background.
It's okay. We'll
I think
fix it
that's a
in post.
great.
I'm
I
glad
think
we
that's a
have
great
backups
opportunity.
now.
Yeah, it's okay, but
Yeah.
I did just have a small heart attack, so
Just gotta George Lucas it. We'll fix it in post.
That's
yes,
right, that's
everything
right.
is okay.
Do it live.
so
That's the anti-George Lucas.
so what we've got some we got one approval,
Was it just the one?
just one, but we've also got some CRLs, new costumes,
Yay.
and some. Well, let's just get into the leading news.
Oh, yeah, we're going to bring them in by the dozen. For here
500.
and around the world,
Legion.
it's Legion News.
Legion News.
Oh man, that would be good for a segment. If we didn't. Well, no, that I don't think it did. Yeah, we could do that because
It's like you're learning as you go.
It really
It's like
is.
you've never
I'm
done it
realizing the
before. This is all
benefits
brand
of
new to
how
you.
we have all these recordings. So now
Welcome
we
to
can-
episode 1 of the
Wow.
Squadcast.
I'm so excited. So, Legion News, let's start off with actual Legion News, which is that there's not going to be any Legion News because
What?
we canceled. Well, there was no. I was going to say there was a canceled troop, but it wasn't even officially accepted in the first place, was it? The Salem
the-
Red Sox.
The Salem, yeah.
Aw.
The Salem game never got approval from Lucasfilm.
Don't we normally get it?
They have been, long story short, events like I can't talk. Events like sporting games and things like those kind of higher profile events.
They're not behind them.
They require Lucasfilm's approval. Lucasfilm has a few steps that the Salem Red Sox have to jump through. We have a few steps we have to go through. We can't do it as a member of the 501st as without Lucasfilm approval. Lucasfilm has been very hesitant on giving approval of those in light of COVID.
Are they approving anything anywhere, or is that just an us thing?
I don't think they're approving any games right now, because they did approve the Martinsville game. But I think things have been changing and fluctuating so much that I think they've been like, well, we're approving them this week, but next week we're not. So I believe in light of COVID numbers rising again, they are not approving them.
Yeah, we're nowhere near getting back yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, at least
Get
we
your
have some
shots,
troops
people.
coming up.
Get your shots.
Yep.
But we do have, there's the Big Lip Comic Con, which is coming up this weekend. Some people will be attending.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure Peter will.
I don't think any of us will.
No.
Yeah,
I'll be
I
there
was-
Sunday.
Oh, you
I
will?
was planning on it, but then Heather's really nervous about the being indoors with that many people, so we just decided to nix it.
And then,
Not nix
Not even
it.
Sunday?
No.
and then
Okay.
there is 2 events coming up the following weekend, the 13th and the 14th. 13th, there is the Christiansburg Relay for Life, which I think got submitted today. And then the 14th is Free Comic Book Day at Big Lit Comics.
Was that approved?
Yes.
Oh.
Those events don't require approval.
Oh.
Mostly because they're outdoors.
And Relay for Life is so much fun.
More often than not.
Every time we go, it's. I'm assuming it's still at the middle school,
I would assume so.
and it's so much fun. It's a really big outdoor area. There's like booths, and everyone's always really excited, and there's always fun stuff going on, and it's always just so much fun. I'm really excited about that one.
Sweet.
Fingers crossed I will have Rex ready by next weekend.
Yes.
If not, there'll be a very clean sand trooper walking around.
I think they'll call those stormtroopers.
But it's different.
No one will know.
Because sand
That's
trooper
true.
is...
What is the shin?
It's 90 to 95% finished.
The shin's different. There's no belt boxes. There's no shoulder straps.
You might
There's
look
no
weird
thermal
without shoulder
detonator.
straps.
I'll have the pauldron and pouches.
That's true.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the knee plate is different. There's no drop boxes, no thermal detonator. The ab buttons are different.
Oh, yeah.
There's no ribbed shoulder straps, and you wear. Generally, you're going to wear a pauldron, although there's one in the movie that's not wearing a pauldron, and you have pouches.
Do you have the
And you
cheese
can wear
grater?
different. I will.
I love the cheese grater handguards.
I will when I switch
I
over.
have them, but I've never used them. I don't like them.
They were originally latex, I think, in the movie, weren't they?
Yeah, in A New Hope, all the handguards are latex. Because if you watch when Luke is in the trash compactor and he's talking to C-3PO on the comlink, he's holding the comlink enough so that his hand plate is at an angle away from his body like this.
It's good armor.
Because they're made of latex and they're just glued onto the rubber gloves.
Nice.
I have a
That's
set of
when-
those too, and I could never get them to work.
What? The latex?
Yeah, I could never figure out how to attach them to the gloves. to
They
make them
couldn't
stay.
in the movie either, so there you go.
Yeah,
It works.
I will never be a Centurion or a SWAT
Yeah.
because I can't do it.
So that's we're still waiting to hear back about the Relay for Life. You're saying?
No, that's
No.
proof.
Oh, that's approved. Okay, cool.
It was submitted today.
Cool.
Those events don't require.
Oh, when you say
approval.
submitted, that doesn't mean
It
you
means
send it
that-
out for approval.
No, it means the person who wants us to be there filled out the form online.
Cool.
And it's
Those
posted
don't
up.
require approval. For a short
Right,
time,
right,
they were
right,
saying no events can happen, but that's long past.
Mhm.
Now it's just up to they put it up to local jurisdiction. If we feel it's safe to do it, then cool, do it. If we do not feel it's safe, then don't do it.
Mm-hmm. I think we're all pretty good judges of that in the past. I think we have been.
Both
If you're
the
not
Relay
sure
for Life-
about it, go to it, stare in from the window, make a determination, go to the door, make an assessment.
Mhm.
both the Relay for
Maybe
Life
do
and the
it.
Free Comic Book Day are primarily going to be outdoors.
Mhm.
So
I thought Free Comic Book Day was going to be inside Big Lit Comics.
It'll be both,
yeah,
Okay.
it'll
but
be-
mostly be outside.
we'll probably be
Be
outside. up
luring
front.
them inside.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna lure them outside. I'm bringing my bag of candy
Oh.
and got my creepy van.
Yeah, he's got his Star Wars van.
I got to figure out if I want to do my Senate Guard for either of those. I was kind of hoping to do the Senate Guard on an indoor troop because I'm afraid the hair will melt in the sun.
It's a
Oh,
fairly.
no, the hair will melt.
That's a fairly.
It's real horse hair. It's not gonna melt.
Not the hair. I mean the hairspray. So I'll just have.
Oh yeah.
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 Here comes Droopy. Coming over here to guard us. Hey, Droopy.
Even with the open faceplate, that thing seems miserable to wear.
It's
Have you gotten any cushion or anything in there? To, like,
no.
So your head's just rattling inside of the thing.
I have to because you saw how big that thing
Yeah.
was on me.
No,
I gotta put some padding in there.
Yeah,
can
you
break
need
dance
to.
inside of
You
it.
need more cushion for the garden.
Just remember how big that thing is. It does not
I
fit
agree.
on this melon.
Yeah, well, it's the very bottom. Yeah, we'll
Well,
see. I'll probably do the
They
TK.
got that, and that's this weekend. You said.
No,
No,
next weekend.
Next weekend.
13th and 14th.
Ooh.
Those are the events. The con is this weekend, the 7th and 8th. Yes, I can do math.
Are you going next weekend?
To the comic book store.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
I
going
can-
to Relay for Life?
I would like to. Yes. When is that again?
Like-
Friday.
What does it start, like 6 p.m. or
Friday
something?
at Christiansburg.
Yeah, it's
it's
6 until
This Friday.
no, next Friday.
Oh my God.
So next weekend is when all of them's happening.
Yes,
I've got it
the
figured
con.
out. I know why now. I know why everyone's a new. You have dementia, sir.
It does start at 6 p.m. So Relay for Life. So I get off
Yeah.
at 4, so that'll be perfect.
Yeah, the con is in 2 days. These events we're talking about are in 9 days.
That's why I was confused. I figured something was going on this weekend, but I thought it was. I didn't think it was a con.
Con is this weekend.
Well, shucks. There we go.
I don't know why we don't do more Legion news.
That's why we're here.
Well, these
That's
are
why
like
you're here.
These are the first. It's like more than. This is like the first time we haven't had just one event in like 3 months to talk about.
Yeah.
We've got like 2 events coming up. So
Yeah,
let's
that's
drag this.
Stretch.
We get confused. We don't know what to do with this much.
Yeah. No, the whiteboard would be a great idea right now.
And
Definitely
calendar.
should do the Jedi for one of those troops. I feel like. Maybe we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Depends on
Definitely
the
for
weather.
comic book store
Let me see. Let me know
or comic
what you're
book
gonna do,
day.
and I'll let you know if I finish the clone or not. 'Cause if you're a Jedi while I'm a
boy.
clone, things are gonna happen.
I think that'll be great.
Depends on the weather, because if it's like, it's pretty. It's not too bad to wear. So if it's because a lot of these costumes get really hot, especially if you're wearing outside in the summer. So Jedi might be good if it's gonna be hot that day.
You just spin around your.
Currently, albeit this is still 10
Slowly
days out, Friday is scattered thunderstorms.
Yeah,
Cool,
I don't think 10 days are.
So
Look,
trust
Jedi's fine. Look at Obi-Wan. Look how wet he got in 2.
well, you don't have a cloak yet.
No,
Well, now'd be the time to get one.
I
You've
need a
got
cloak.
10 days.
Yeah.
I have a black cloak.
You can order them from the Disney store, I think, and they're pretty nice. They're not bad. Like $120. It's pretty nice.
That's it.
I doubt if you'd be able to get that after getting a teacup.
Yeah. That costs the
definitely
same
not.
price.
You know, if I hadn't bought the teacup, I would be getting a Jedi cloak.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a cloak to wear, I have a black Jedi cloak.
Well, my Jedi is brown, so
That'll work.
some people would not like the clashing of the colors.
You can wear a black jacket with a brown suit. It's fine.
Evan's not buying it.
It's like the Jedi equivalent of a sport jacket and jeans.
You're going to love how you look. I guarantee it.
And that's all that counts. All right. Well, that's some very good Legion news there.
Yay!
No,
Stuff
well,
and
it's
things.
not over, I guess, but
It's not over.
we're gonna take a look at some approvals. Well, one approval
Yay.
actually. Oh yeah! Congratulations, DZ77797. That's a lot of sevens of Nova Inferno Squad on the approval of their Tusken Raider.
I don't remember ever seeing a Tusken Raider try to beat me up in the movies, but you know, I feel like that's scarier than the Graffy stick. Because if that thing come at me with its fists out,
Look, man,
He's gonna kill you with
he
his
has a
bare
right
hands.
to defend himself.
Same people are cool. I can't.
Tatooine's
see
a
myself
hold
ever
your
doing one,
sands. To hold your sand
It'd be a
planet.
cool one to have up in the.
I put
Collection.
that. I think it was Jason's. It was either Jason or Brian's helmet that I put on, and as soon as I put that thing on, it was a no, an absolute no. You're literally looking through. You're looking through
Peepholes.
2 straws.
Right.
It's awful.
Now, see, the one that Newman had, somebody had drilled out the sides as well and lightly draped on the sides so you could see out.
Oh, peripheral.
I feel like that wouldn't make that much of a difference.
It does.
Oh yeah. If
I-
you're only
I
looking
wanna
through
do
two little tubes, you can see out the side a little bit.
It's like you're looking through 2 shot glasses,
Yeah.
only smaller.
Anything would help.
I really want to do it though.
It's pretty cool.
I very much want to do a Tusken Raider.
You gotta get that big long gun though. Yeah, it's cooler than the gaffy stick.
Guns are always cooler.
That's true. Probably get it from Woodchuck.
I don't think he does this. You could probably print it though.
Yeah.
Is there just like a generic like mask underneath that, and you just wrap it with your
Yeah.
own?
Yeah, there's a plastic. It's got a snout, comes up to the round, then the back's round. You pop rivet in 3 places, and then you just wrap the whole thing.
Yeah, it's got the horns usually screw in.
Yeah, they're just screws. The
And-
There are horns up there.
holes,
Yeah, it's
the
got
holes for the
4
face.
horns on top.
Yeah, there's 4. There's 4 horns on top. The 2 that drill in the sides on the cheeks.
The little snout piece that's on the
The
nose.
snout piece you wrap, and then you put that silver on there.
The leather that forms the bunghole of the mouth.
Mm-hmm, the bunghole.
And then the eyes.
And then the boots are similar, where you get you basically just get some galoshes and you wrap them in
Yeah.
bandages.
And the snout piece, actually, if you take 2 of them and turn it on its side, that's the mouthpiece for the Boosh helmet.
Oh,
Huh.
really?
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Well, there you go.
That's Star Wars for you.
They will reuse anything.
That's true. Lazy.
Just ask IG88,
Lazy.
who's in everything, everywhere.
And Dengar's armor.
Yeah.
That's a callback.
Well,
from
that's
last
not
week.
him being. That's not him being reused. That's everything being reused to make him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So what we got next?
Let's see if I can nail this.
We gotta vamp a little bit to keep it interesting.
Well, we're just gonna move over to the CRLs, but it's gonna be a little wonky. Oh no, I did pretty good.
Yes.
Moff Gideon.
Yes.
Very well done.
Yes, this is an excellent example of a really good costume and
Yes.
just everything working.
Oh my gosh, it looks incredible.
Yep.
I didn't realize he had fingerless gloves.
Yeah. I remember
I
that.
feel like fingerless gloves make everything slightly worse, but that's just me.
No, yeah. But
You didn't grow up in the 80s.
I did not.
I feel like his costume, if you look close, has probably got 1,000 little tiny details
Oh,
that you
for
can't see.
sure, for sure. I love that cape though. Obviously, I'm the cape guy, but man,
I'm very curious as to how that cape is staying on there. If it's
I am too, because if you notice, it comes up to midway of his calves in the front, but in the back, it's all the way down to his ankles.
I think that's the angle.
yeah, it's the angle. My Krennic cape is the same way.
Okay.
what was someone standing up on some stairs when they took that angle? That's pretty.
You know his
Something fishy's going
his
on.
costume looks pretty similar to an Inquisitor's costume if you think about it. Because if you think about
They don't have chest plates, do they?
well,
Some of them do. They're all different.
yeah, but if you think about the Inquisitor, the second sister from Jedi Fallen Order, she also had a black cape with a red lining. And
A Star Wars villain with a black cape with a red lining.
yeah, I mean, come on, but you know.
Well, they were shooting for something different.
Yeah.
I get it.
So maybe I wonder if there's any tie-ins with Inquisitors. That'd be really cool. I don't think.
Yes.
there is,
Yeah, maybe
but-
he'll
The Empire.
maybe he'll
Oh,
get
I
his
know.
dark saber and start helicoptering around.
Oh, if we saw helicopter sabers in live action, that would be the greatest day ever and the best episode of Star Wars
Connor's just trying
ever.
to knock my helmets off the.
I'm trying not to
Stand.
shake the mic, and then
Jeez.
I'm not.
Oh,
no,
God.
no.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
What are you doing?
I just don't. Gotta make sure that helmet doesn't fall.
There's no way I moved that.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It must have went down on its own weight.
What are you doing?
Yeah, it must have
I think
shifted.
it. All right, we're gonna have to.
This is exciting.
What'd you
podcasting.
do?
This is what the people tune in for.
Here,
There you go.
give me. I want to see if I can wear that one. Good God, that's heavy.
Oh, wait. Don't put it on yet.
He wants to go back.
Oh yeah,
to
I gotta make us big.
There we go.
Why are you stopping recording?
He's not. He's stopping the share.
I went it out
Oh.
of the screen, so I want to
You
see.
didn't
He
have
wants to see you put the helmet on. I was gonna say Kylo's helmet
It's
actually.
really, that's not that bad.
It's roomier than it looks like.
Yeah, I feel like I gotta really pull it down though. I'm sorry. I feel like
It does kind of look like it's sitting a little bit, but can you see out the eye?
I can.
It's probably also based on however he's got it padded.
I don't think I have any padding in there, do I?
This thing's nothing but padding.
Yeah,
I wish my pillows at home were this soft and padded.
it has a it's an Anovos helmet, so it has a like a lining on the whole inside. It's all cloth lined, which is really strange, but Anovos does that with most of their helmets.
Yours is?
Oh, that's true.
That
That one is
thing's
too. Yeah.
carpeted inside.
That's not a Novos. That's from a company that actually delivers their products.
Yeah,
Yikes.
it's EFX.
Yeah, I'm
Burn.
not
I
part
don't
of the
like
company
how
that's getting
high
sued.
this is. I don't like the fact that I can touch the bottom of my ears right here.
That's why you'd wear a balaclava.
Well, and you have the
Yeah.
neck seal also goes really high. Like the neck seal goes all the way up to the back of your head.
Yeah, it's right here in my Lincoln spot. I can touch it, like I can show you.
What?
The
Did you say
Indentation.
The Lincoln spot. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
where, you know.
What does that mean?
I've never heard that
We
phrase
had a-
before in my life.
It's a very specific.
I'm just trying it out. I want to see if it catches on.
area. Yeah, that was beautiful.
It's got all the dents and everything. That's nice.
It's better for how much that helmet costs.
That helmet. Yeah, don't buy. You can buy that same helmet from a like someone who actually makes it, and it looks exactly the same, and probably spend half as much.
you the dark side.
I was gonna say, brand new, that thing was not cheap, and since Anovos has gone out of business or whatever is their story, it's just gone up in price.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to buy a new costume? Just sell that helmet.
All right, Giancarlo. Here we go.
I think you might need to put something on the ball,
yeah.
something that'll friction with the carpet.
Stop talking about my balls.
All right. No more
Moving
ball
on.
talk.
And
There's
All
the
right,
next
we're just
CRL. What is this here?
This is a TIE pilot from the Squadrons video game.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
That's
we
Gunner's
go.
Facebook page.
Eric invited me.
that's the relay for life.
Yay, thanks, Eric. Thank you, Eric. I needed you to invite me to that. I never see these things. All right.
There's a forum for that.
There's oh, don't even get me started on the forum. All right.
Oh, I know.
That's not the mechanical guy, is it?
No.
Specific
I
character?
think- I'm trying to remember with this. This has to be one of the characters from the story mode. I don't think they're accepting the custom options currently.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I
I
got
was going to say,
glasses
if
on.
you can put that on with your glasses, I'm just going to get up and leave because I'm
Yeah.
going to hate you so much.
No,
Your
I
teeny tiny little head.
it's not going to happen.
Apparently, this Kylo helmet is the community bicycle now.
Yeah.
Why does that look so?
Did you check out their podcast that they did? They showed you how the flu spreads.
Oh my God, no!
Do you want to know how to get head lice? 'Cause this is how you get head lice. The same people that
I
try
trust
on those
all of
things
you
at
here,
Walmart.
but you're absolutely right. That is it's not a good example.
Delta variant. What's that helmet you got on?
Please.
I'd have to look up to see who in the game he is. I know
he's.
So this is a specific character.
Could have
though.
sworn. Yeah.
I do believe he is a specific character
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the story mode, because in the game you can customize what your character looks like.
Right.
I think he's the mechanical one. I think he's the one that ends up because he's lost. Like he's been there so long and he's been blown up and he's.
Now his stuff's all busted and jacked up.
That's right. He's not painted red. He's painted white.
He's like falling apart. He's
No,
almost,
there's
he's almost like a zombie.
Yeah, and
He's
his
all-
helmet's like all melted.
yeah, he's all jacked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he has like a mechanical voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love him.
he's pretty cool. He's like super mysterious. I want to see what he looks like underneath the helmet.
I don't.
It looks like Darth
Don't we
Sion.
all?
I don't. Is that the main you're the main quote unquote main character, but there's the guy who leads your squadron. Is that him? He's like the Asian guy. He has, the only thing I remember is he had the scarf around his neck the whole time. Like,
Gosh, if only we had the entire wealth of human knowledge at our fingertips.
yes, including all the CRLs that we could just click on.
Yeah, that's another thing. These aren't CRLs. These are just photos
Yes.
of the CRL that were in my Facebook messages.
Yeah,
So
really, really high effort here.
yeah, normally we
It
do a
says
better
Titan
job.
3, whoever Titan 3 was.
Okay.
Titan 3.
Well, if you want
Sounds like a character
to
from an anime.
embark on that costume, go right ahead.
It's cool.
It is cool. I feel like if you already have a TIE fighter like kit, you could just make a few tweaks, right?
I think the Rogue One
Never
TIE.
mind.
I think the Rogue One TIE pilot is like, I think it looks better than the normal one, just because there's more detail. Like you have the OII on the back and the flight suit. I really like the flight suit material.
He's there in that first battle. He gets killed, and you're his replacement in the game.
Okay.
This guy?
Yeah. So apparently Titan 3 gets killed, and then you're brought in, and then you're Titan 3. So you're the new Red 5.
So this is like
Ah.
Drew Barrymore in Scream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
No, you could not just paint up a regular TIE pilot helmet. This is using the newer TIE pilot that is
Rogue
in
One.
Rogue One, Battlefront. It's the same molds as the. Well, I think Inferno is teeny tiny, a little bit different, but it's essentially the same thing as the Inferno Squad. These are.
Or if you go with Heather's, just a teeny tiny helmet.
Yeah,
But that thing is tiny.
it's a smaller scale version.
Yeah, when I remember when I built it, and I tried to put it on, I was like, that ain't happening.
This one right here.
Out.
Yeah,
Yeah, those eyes are tiny.
super small.
The whole thing's tiny. It's a tiny, tiny helmet. To know that there's a kid size of that, I'm like, well, I could outfit my mice.
Yeah, this is part of the new trend in Star Wars costuming, which means it looks exactly the same, but it's completely different.
Yep. Rogue One stormtroopers and all that.
Yep.
Which I really, really want one.
Looks cool.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
If
see
you
what-
do it right, it looks cool. But I've seen them done pretty wrong.
I saw him done pretty wrong in Mandalorian. That's why I won't do him.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot. I landed on this one anyways. It's Mara
And
Jade.
there's
Another one.
Mara Jade from a Star Wars
And another
comic
one.
book from like the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah. She's just wearing leggings and a very small poncho.
So nobody ever did that one before?
It's a simple one.
Because it's just the same one that it was before, just without the goggles on the neck, and instead you replace it with.
It's technically
right?
different.
Is it? Okay.
It's not the cat suit,
Okay.
which the cat suit never appears in any actual canon material.
Is it just like on the cover of a book?
Yeah.
You gotta love that.
Good cat suit.
How her costume is described in the books is completely different.
Yeah.
So we're getting into like the Honor Harrington books, whole deal.
Yep.
Talking about
No, not
costumes. from-
again.
Oh no! Pay no attention
Yeah.
to the man behind the curtain
That's
Hey,
the
kids, look over here.
in his Facebook profile.
Quiet, you.
it's Mara Jade from a comic book.
Yeah.
There was a Mara Jade, like specifically Mara Jade comic from Dark Horse in like 1994 or something like that.
Mara Jade was kind of before my time. I read the Heir to the Empire book, and I didn't get it. I'm sorry, I didn't get it. I didn't think it was that entertaining. I thought it felt like they were. It felt like we're like, hey, look, these are what your favorite characters are up to.
When did you read it?
Ahoy.
Like 3 years ago.
Okay, well, that's why.
Yeah.
At the time, we didn't have anything else.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
we thought that's what it was.
Yeah, you have to remember, if this was the first thing outside of the movies that you're like, Luke's doing more stuff, and Han and Leia and Chewie, they're all back again, you think it's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because I had seen Force Awakens, I think, at that point when I read Heir to the
By that
Empire.
point, you're just like, this is some
Yeah.
alternate universe.
Yeah.
And you knew not to even take it seriously when you started.
All right, well, that's it for the Legion news. So I guess we'll get into
Another
our...
riveting section from us.
Bing. You're welcome. come back next week for more.
Come back next time for a whole same segment of different things.
We'll actually be able to talk about troops next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, post-action reports.
Can we have pictures and stuff?
Yeah.
Wait, really?
I can do the same thing if we just send pictures to the Facebook.
Okay, well, I'll try to remind
Messenger.
you between now and
I
then.
might
8,
accidentally
9
jump into
times.
the chat. You know,
Okay.
like, but, you know, they'll get the idea. All right, moving right along, guys.
Technically talk about the
Moving right
Mustangs,
along.
but we didn't plan ahead for that. So.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
Well, we did a troop. We did the Mustangs game.
Like,
And there's pictures from it and everything.
but we didn't plan ahead.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about it, so.
Who all went to that?
I did.
Me,
You
you, Adrian, Sean, Eric, and
That's right.
Peter.
That's right. I did see those pictures too.
Yeah. That looked like a fun one.
We'll add it
Oh
to
my
next- We'll add it
goodness.
to next time.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking
Sorry,
about going to that
everyone.
one, and then it just...
I got to do random metal guy picture in it, and that's really all I wanted.
Like
No.
this?
I almost rolled my ankle walking on a hill. So.
Yeah. Yeah, Paul almost died.
Oh, okay.
There was that. And I got the guy to do a picture where I'm like, blocking the camera.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I saw that
yeah, I
one,
did do that one. That was all me. I was like, hey, can you take a pic for me? Because he was taking pics anyway. Or he asked if he could take a pic. I was like, yes, if we can do one I want to do too. He's like, absolutely. So he took one of me garden, and then he took one of me doing the blocking.
Nice.
Yeah. There's one cool picture of me that got shared on the Legion feed.
Yeah, he got shared
oh,
on
yeah,
the
I did see that. Yeah.
I'm a local
the
celebrity.
Jolly Roger.
What? Okay, we definitely got to pull that up. Yeah, we're prepared. Next time we'll be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about all this.
Yeah. Moving on to the next segment. Top story.
Top story.
Excuse me,
It's
that's the wrong
Top
franchise.
story.
I think I don't care.
Top story this week.
Bad
We've got more Bad
Batch.
Batch.
Bad Batch. 2 episodes.
Yep, and it's
Not this.
it's definitely not
There we
this,
go.
not that.
We have 2 episodes left in the season.
Yeah, that's right, because we just finished 14 last week. Number 14
Oh,
episode.
oh god. I can't wait to talk about episode 14.
Yep, that's the one that people have been waiting for
Oh!
to a degree, especially you, Evan.
Oh!
So,
I mean, it's been a whole season of it.
I do have to say though, everyone, because I don't typically watch Bad Batch the day it drops, and everyone was telling me, watch it, you gotta watch it, and everyone was hyping it up so much, I was like, what, are they gonna have like Darth Revan or something? And then like, so when the Republic Commando showed up, I was like excited, but I was also a little disappointed that it wasn't something so crazy and over the top like fan service. So
You were disappointed.
yeah.
All right, we'll get to
Because
that.
of you
I
people.
was gonna say, yeah,
It wasn't me.
Mostly, I think
get
it was
to the
because of
fan-
Paul and Eric.
We'll get to the fan service in that episode in a minute.
Yeah.
Sure. But first, we have the second episode, I think it was, of the.
No, it's just a standalone episode.
Oh, okay. So it's not. It's Sid's
Yeah.
parlay gets taken over by another.
It kind of felt like there should have been more to this. We just kind of stroll in and be like, hey, you guys have been gone for like 6 hours doing a mission. Yeah, everything changed while you were gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we didn't see what the mission was either, did we? Or
No.
was
Yeah.
that?
Unless we're assuming it's them coming back from Ryloth.
Yeah. Yeah, because Heather was really confused. She was like, wait, what happened last week? And, like, we looked it up, and I was like, no, I think it felt like they were missing a little bit between them.
Yeah, it's one
But it
thing
was
to
fun.
drop you into the middle of a story. It's another thing to kind of drop you in and be like, wait, did I miss something?
Yeah. Kind of like the first Star Wars movie being Star Wars Episode 4. Did I miss 1 through 3?
That wasn't addressed until later, though, right?
Was it actually Star Wars Episode 4 when it came out in theaters?
Not when it came out in theaters the first time, no.
It was just Star Wars. It,
was
wasn't even A New
until
Hope
it was
yet.
re-released
It was-
after Empire came.
It was just Star Wars until like 79, 80 when they re-released it because of Empire. Then it became Episode 4, A New Hope,
Yeah.
and had extra footage added.
I did not know that.
I didn't know
Wow.
that either.
Okay.
That would
Wow.
be.
I thought that it was even later than that, like when they came out with the special editions.
No.
Huh.
Schooled.
Yeah, because by the time Empire came out, A New Hope was on its 4th or 5th edit. Those people who like, I want the original editions. Okay, pick one.
Do they still do that with movies like today? Do they like
Like Forrest
edit
Gump.
them while they're in theaters.
Is your name Zack Snyder?
I guess that's my answer.
It is done. It's not generally done.
Cats.
Yes. Cats had it.
The
Sonic the
butthole
Hedgehog?
cut.
Yeah, it had the butthole cut.
No, I don't think. Well, they didn't release the original Sonic.
That's right. They never
Yeah.
even. They just they screened it, and it was so bad.
No,
that
it's the trailer.
it was
Yeah,
the
it was the
trailer.
trailer, yeah.
It wasn't even a screening. When I saw it, I was so.
It ended up being a really good movie, though.
It was great.
I really liked that movie.
But kudos to them for changing the
Yeah, but
animation.
we do want the cat's butthole cut, though. So
There are a handful of movies will
Please.
get re-released with additional footage or something changed, but it's not very common anymore.
it's just a George Lucasism.
So,
Anyways,
so the
Back to
episode
that.
starts off with Roland Durand, who has taken over.
I was looking. I'm like, have we seen this guy before? Is he something? Nope.
No,
Yeah, he looked super iconic, which surprised me.
well, he carried
He's
himself
just a
that way too.
Deveronian.
Yeah, I guess we don't see a lot of those. We just see the
And
one guy in the.
He's a green Deveronian.
And like the way they
I
were
thought he was
talking
yellow.
about him, and like the way he's like,
He's green, right?
he was in the episode. I'm like, are you somebody? Because the whole season's been nothing but cameos of like, hey, remember this character?
Yeah.
And I thought this was him again. I was like, nope, this was his first appearance.
That's been like every time a new episode comes out, I'm like, okay, yep, that's another one of the 88 characters in Star Wars that we're seeing yet again. There are only 88 characters in Star Wars.
This is number 89.
Yeah, this is the 89th character in Star Wars. My God.
But there is a connection to a prior story. His little lizard thingy is in a previous episode.
That's right.
I couldn't remember because I remember Omega when she had that little
Omega.
a six-legged thing that was in Rebels, but I didn't remember this weird little roly-poly thing.
There's an episode where
It begins.
with them picking it up, and it's in a cage in the ship, and like the ship's like crashing or coming down hard or something like that.
And that thing's rattling around, rolling
Yeah.
out of the cage.
And they're trying to keep it calm and everything like that.
Huh.
It's
But
the
he
beginning
wasn't-
of, like episode 5.
But Roland wasn't in that episode,
No.
was he?
Because they bring
They said it was for him.
the episode opens with them bringing the little lizard thingy to her, and she's like, what's this for? And she's like, I found a buyer, and that's the last you hear of it. And then it shows up at this, and he was the buyer.
So Sid's kicked out of the parlor.
Yeah.
The Bad Batch is wondering what's up, and so they find Sid. And she says she's gonna take the parlor back.
Yeah.
Gotta take the parlor back.
Do you feel bad? The Pikes, they've got a nasty temper, but apparently they're very easy to being like, oh yeah, I'll take your spice. They'll just give it to anybody.
Yeah, I
Because it was like, the parts of this episode felt very familiar, or very similar to the the Martez sisters
Yeah.
in Clone Wars.
Yeah, it kind of makes you wonder how they ever made their first dollar. It's not really like security's not really their thing.
Yeah.
It's like they probably should get some more Trandoshans than just the one.
Yeah.
Are there pikes in Solo?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's
On
what I
Kessel,
thought.
that's a Pike.
Yeah.
I need to see that
I like 'em
because
better in the
I've heard
show.
that, but I haven't.
Are they in suits or is that them?
Yes.
I believe that's them.
Yeah, that's them. But they also have the armor on.
They kind of remind me
Yeah,
of
I think the one in Solo, I think he's got like a faceplate or something, because you do see some of them have like armor faceplates.
Yeah.
If I did one, it'd be the one from the show that Obi-Wan and Anakin talk to. Because I love the fact that he talks about himself in the first person, or in the third person, but as everybody, as himself.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Interesting.
and when he refers to himself, it's, so you want to talk to the bike. No, dude, just you. Not everybody, just you. So yeah, he refers to himself in the third person as a group.
Oh.
I love that. I love the way it's just with him talking.
He's just taking the royal we to the next
Yeah,
level.
yeah.
I'd be like, would you like to talk to the human?
Yeah, the Pikes, they remind me of the aliens from Armageddon. Not Armageddon, Jesus. Independence Day.
Kinda, yeah.
Kind of, yeah.
They got that weird, like... They got the tiny little face in the front.
We find out apparently underneath the city of the planet that we're on that I can never remember, it's Ord something. It's not Ord Mantle, is it?
Yeah.
It is. It is Ord Mantle.
Okay. Apparently underneath this city is like a nightmare hellscape that's been infested with these monsters.
Yeah, you'd think they would probably mention that from time to time because they'd have to get out. I mean, they're like bats.
They do. I mean, there's one point when they are trying to, I guess, lure the...
I guess that was kind of when they were...
They pop out at some
when
point
they went
and kind of
when they
fly
were
away.
specifically going back down into the caves to go get the spice. I can't talk today apparently. To get that back, they were away from the city, so I guess
Might be on the outskirts of
yeah.
the
So
city.
I guess you know,
But to
just-
get there the first time, they just went down through her office, and it was just right there.
yeah.
Which tells me right there that
It's right on
the
the city.
worst job on Ord Mantell. Yeah, I'm a sewer worker.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
going
they have
down
sewer
there.
workers anymore.
Be quiet.
This place is filthy, and that's how it's going to stay.
Yeah, 'cause it was like we've got the minecart chase from Indiana Jones that's
Yeah.
going through
Classic.
going through the set of Pitch Black.
But first, they make their way to the stash, and then
They sneak in. Apparently, she's got a back door into her office to steal spice out from underneath him.
and it didn't take but like a couple minutes or few seconds for them to pop up and be like, "Hey, my spice is gone," because they were right behind them,
Yeah.
chasing them.
Yeah. On the whole, I didn't dislike the episode, but it just kind of was like, that was an episode that happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was like, it was filler, good filler, but definitely some filler. But I liked that Deveronian character because they kind of made him sympathetic with that little creature that he had. I was like, oh, I guess he's not that bad.
Well, it's not just that; it's that he's doing everything he's doing to impress his parents,
Yeah.
and he still can't.
I have to wonder, introducing a new character this close to the end, if we're going to see him again.
Ah, yeah.
I feel like we will.
Because the way this show has been going, it doesn't feel like they're just giving us things to be like, oh, hey, here's just this random one-off character. No, it feels like every character has a weight to them.
So the Pikes actually take Omega hostage, and
Well,
Yeah,
kind of.
she's kind
they're-
of...
isn't it weird though that they're bargaining with them for the spice and stuff, and then once they give them to them, they're just like, "Cool, we're good now."
No, because that's the Pikes do what they say. They're not your typical underworld guys.
But like they stole from the guy who was going to do a deal with them, and they basically punish him. And they're like,
because he
"You
left-
got bested."
no,
so we
they made a
respect these
deal
people.
with him. He lost their product.
Right.
The deal was, we'll go back and get them, or we'll go back and get your product, and you leave us alone.
Yeah.
They made that deal. They went, got the product. Pikes were like, here you go, we're leaving you alone. The problem was he still lost their product.
Yeah.
They needed to make an example of him because if he got away with it, others would try it.
Yeah.
And
And
others
that's-
already had. So they're
Yeah.
they already are like annoyed by
Yeah.
other people have already gotten away with this.
And then they, it looks like they're gonna hack his head right off, but instead they chop his horn off.
And make him look even more iconic.
Yeah.
So he's definitely going to show up again. I mean, how
Yeah.
often do you see a one-horned Deveronian?
It makes me wonder, would it grow back?
Probably not.
Nah, I don't think so.
Hellboy's grew back, but was that
Hellboy's not a Deveronian.
with the devil? was that devil powers? That
yeah,
grew?
but who are the
Completely
goat
different thing.
people?
The what?
The goat people?
The Godels?
Yeah.
Godels?
Theirs don't
Is that a
grow
real
back.
thing?
Because there's the one on for that works for my friends.
Oh, Hondo?
Yeah, he's only got one horn.
Maybe Hondo just keeps chopping it off for
Yeah, it's
fun.
possible. Hey, come here! I need to.
Well, I
steer
know
my
apparently Andorian's antenna grow back, so maybe he'd be like an Andorian who grows back.
I know this is your house, but I'm still going to ask you to leave.
That's fair enough.
Referencing
Over the
Enterprise.
line. All right, well, I guess that's it for the episode 13, Infested.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's there. It's, I don't know.
It was good. It was
I like the
action-packed,
pikes.
but it did nothing to push along the main story.
Yeah, the
Nothing.
main story was kind of lacking. It kind of felt like there was pieces missing, with so much of this season being like, hey, these are interconnected episodes that they're part of a larger whole. This episode just kind of felt like, here's just this one-off fun story.
That's kind of how I thought. Like, when I was watching it, I was thinking to myself, this episode is different than all the others, and I kind of like how they're doing like different little side stories that aren't necessarily following it, but they're like good stories. Like, in general, like having someone come in and take over your shop, and you're having to go outsmart them to get it back. I thought that was just like if you're gonna have filler, that's some good filler. So
Just
I thought it was good
personally
storytelling.
known that I hate the word filler being used in a negative context, because it's just
I'm using it in a positive context because I
Filler-
like the episode.
it's smarmy internet speak for this episode didn't do anything for me.
I will
Full of
replace.
falafels.
I will replace plot. Yeah,
Did
I'll
you say
replace that.
falafel?
Plot holes.
Plot
Oh.
holes.
CinemaSins told me this was a bad episode.
I don't know if you've ever watched Voyager, you think to yourself that's definitely filler.
Oh, that's a completely different story.
All right, it's just a matter of context. Then I got it.
That's
All right.
trying to fill 24, 25 episodes and versus 16.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right.
I have a feeling something from that episode is going to come back because it wrapped it all up a little too neatly.
I went the wrong way.
Because, like, if at the end of the episode Sid hadn't gotten her bar back and they still had to kind of deal with that,
You just think it was too good to be true.
it wrapped up a little too conveniently. It was kind of like, okay, is parts of this
Nobody
going to come back?
died.
Yeah.
There's no.
See, in my
last-
opinion, this kind of shows you why the Jedi trusted Sid and went to her, because she got stuff done and she gets it done quick.
Yeah.
She's very thorough. She's very knowledgeable, and yes, she gets stuff done.
I'll harp on the episode one last time. It just feels like every other episode of this season has either pushed the Bad Batch's overall story forward, given us more like that really good clone drama, or has given us information about like the rise of the Empire and kind of the state of the galaxy post Revenge of the Sith. This episode didn't really seem to do any of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
It was just kind of like, hey, there's a problem, we got to fix it. Hey, look, we fixed it.
Was this the first time we've had the Pikes in Bad Batch?
In Bad Batch,
Maybe that's
I think so.
what it could be. Is that they're bringing the Pikes into the situation for whatever reason.
Yeah, the Pikes aren't. They're kind of cool, but they aren't terribly interesting.
Yes, they are.
I think they're neat. I like them.
I mean, I like them. But
They're a
there's
very
not-
cool alien design.
There's not. There's not a ton. I want like.
I like
more
how there's
nuance
not
to
a lot known about them.
I want like a little bit of like nuance with the Pikes.
Let's get some more
Like, rather
nuance.
than like, hey, these are gangsters.
Is it Hauser? Is that
Hauser was
Captain?
on Ryloth, yeah.
Yeah. I want more of him. I want to know what
Yes.
happens to him, and if maybe we have him escape, and then he goes to live with the Pikes, and that way we learn all about everybody in one whole new show
Yes.
called Hauser and the Pikes.
Hauser and the Pikes. That sounds more like a punk band.
That's why. That's why it'll sell. People will flock to it.
I don't know. I'll think something from this episode is going to come back.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like, hey, this is new stuff. You should be paying attention.
I think it'd be hilarious if it's not. It was just a one-off episode for fun.
Very well
Yeah.
could be.
Anyways. Then on to the really good episode.
War Mantle, episode 14. Does anyone know the context of the title, War Mantle?
Yeah, it's a project.
Okay.
Project War Mantle is referenced in Rogue One when they're trying to find the Death Star plans. She's reading off all those project names. War Mantle is one of them. And it was referenced earlier in the season in the first or second episode as kind of this whole thing of like, this is the replacement for the clones.
Yeah. Yeah, the TK project, the whole thing of bringing those in, when he's going through the computer and he's like, there's CTs here, there's CCs, and there's TKs. And he's like, what's a TK? I've never heard TK.
Yeah, that's
War Mantle.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically the War Mantle is switching
This is
from
the-
clones to conscripted.
Yeah, the slowly now moved up very quickly ahead of schedule of wiping out the Kaminoans and taking them out of the situation.
I don't know if they're wiping them out, but
Well, out of the situation
Yeah.
of, because they've already mentioned, I think it was in that episode, that now that the Empire came in, that null and voided their contract with the Republic.
yeah, the Empire's canceled their cloning contract.
So there's really no reason for them to be around anymore.
yeah.
Well, and if the Kaminoans go off and do their own thing, they're a threat to the Empire. So they gotta nix them.
Yeah, because in this episode, you spend a little bit of time on Kamino. We see young clones. I'm like, what's going to happen to all the young clones? Are they just going to be trained as stormtroopers? Or are they just going to be, oh yeah, we're going to ship you off to that training upstate. That training farm upstate.
They'll bring Anakin in to deal with them.
That's what I was
He's
thinking.
got
That's
experience.
exactly what I was thinking. I was like, they're done for. This is
I love how they reused the Boba model.
Yeah.
That one looks just like Boba.
Yeah.
Because Boba looked different than the rest of them, and they reused that Boba model from Clone Wars.
But
I was
and
gonna
then
say it looked terrible. I thought.
that's
Really?
what they looked like in Clone Wars.
Yeah, I guess that's why.
It's a crappy low-res Clone Wars model.
But then towards the end of the episode, you get the Kaminoan Prime Minister, Lama Su, and they're like, well, this Kaminoan scientist was trying to take medical stuff, and he's like, well, I need a scientist. I don't need a politician.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, did they kill him, or they
Yeah,
just...
they absolutely
Oh,
killed
yeah.
him.
They did something with.
That's why they did the 2 red guards, and then the door closed. Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, unless
It's
he's
not a
immu-
good sign.
Unless he's immune to bullets, I don't think. He's
Or they didn't shoot him. They could
They just stomped on his toes till he passed
They
out.
could make it look like he was gonna die, and then he's gonna be, a prisoner or something.
Or did he sign a treaty with the Empire at gunpoint, basically saying, you're going to do what we say, and you're not ever going to do anything to move against us.
Maybe they rang that skinny neck like a chicken. They could probably just grab him.
No.
Gunnar knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I get the baby to be quiet. No. So the Bad Batch is contacted by Rex.
Yeah. Which
This is rated horrific all of a sudden.
I'll admit,
I'll have to bleep that whole
Rated
phrase.
M.
there's one part that I'm stupid. Is Rex contacts them and says, hey, I need your help.
Yeah.
Come get this clone who's in trouble. He signaled me he's in trouble. I'm busy. I can't get to him.
Yes.
I'm waiting on an order or something to come through.
Yeah. The Amazon truck's right up the street. I could see it.
Yeah.
I've got to be here to sign for it when they get here.
Yeah. My DoorDash is almost here.
Yeah. I got to eat, so I'd never get there in time.
When they get to the planet, they don't know who it is yet, so they keep calling him by his number. My stupid brain forgot what Rex's number was. So I was like, are they going after Rex? Did Rex get captured? So like half the
They're
episode, I kept expecting
pretty
Rex to
close,
show
though.
Oh no! But all because of the
Because
number.
Rex is 7'5",
6'7" or something like that.
yeah, something 7'5", 6'7", and then Gregor was 7.
He's 5'5", 6'7", or something like that. It was close enough that my brain was like, wait, is that Rex's number? Why aren't they just calling him Rex? Why do they keep calling him by this number? So I kept expecting Rex to show up, and when he didn't, I was like, oh, that's because he's him and I'm stupid.
And I'm wondering, was it because of the explosion and the way that it's messed with his brain, that's why his chip's not working?
Oh, 100%. I would absolutely
Wait,
think.
Gregor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He was like, he even talked weird.
He's
He-
so
Yeah, just every
wacky.
now and then.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, because he's from Clone Wars, obviously.
Yeah.
He didn't talk that way in the Clone Wars episode till
No.
after he got blown up. In Rebels, he talked that way.
yeah, I remember that.
Do we need to remind you that he's in Clone Wars and
No,
Rebels?
he's in Rebels when the
Yes.
droid episode,
He's,
and they find him in his armor, right?
yes,
Yeah.
he's lost his memory. Yeah,
And that's where he gets blown up.
In Clone Wars.
And they think he's dead.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and we have yet to figure out how the hell he got out of there.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He had like camo armor, didn't he? Sort of. It was like yellow.
It was yellow, and he was covered in kill stripes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
because he was a commando.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I like that they showed the commando armor is different because he took like 3 stun blasts and wouldn't go down, and they actually got shot in the chest and wouldn't go down. He gets shot in the chest later, and he does go down.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me. You were talking last week about how long it's going to be that they're going to be using the stun or phasers.
No, that was Paul.
Yeah.
Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought, sorry. But
I agreed.
yeah, that if everybody was using them until Wrecker was the only one that wasn't using
Yeah, I
them.
noticed that.
I noticed it.
Yeah.
But
Well-
you notice the ones who got shot, they got in the arm or the leg, they're in the
Yeah.
side. None of them were chest or head.
I didn't notice that, but I thought he was shooting them. That's for sure.
He was shooting them, but yeah, the only ones that get shot as far as kill shots is the one that comes out on the ledge with them.
And he
they
gets shot
use
by
him-
their own.
Yeah, they use him as a shield. He gets shot. They toss him.
Yeah. I think he was live when he went over the edge.
He was.
I thought it was.
You notice he wasn't down there when we get down there, though.
Yeah.
So he was fine. He got up. He walked away.
I
Something
can
got
understand. I can understand them not wanting to shoot clones because it's like they still have that connection of like that's my brother. I can't shoot my brother.
They were surprised when they pulled the helmet off of the clone. They said, "Look, that's not even a clone."
When they realized we'll call them stormtroopers because that's what they were. They were still using stun blasts.
I think it's just because they're not sure who is and who isn't at this point.
Or
They don't know what a TK is. That one was not, but that doesn't mean that they're all not.
So they're not 100% sure if they're all non-clones.
Yeah.
They don't know what a TK
Yeah.
is yet. They've only seen the lettering. They don't know what a stormtrooper is yet. They don't know what a TK is. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
From their point of view, they always saw them as just regs anyway.
Yeah. That makes
So
sense.
that's what they're seeing.
And that I guess they're not quite up to that point of wanting to really use lethal force unless they have to.
That's what I was thinking. Is that they're getting to? You were saying they're going to get to a point. I felt like this might be the point, just because they were so desperate. And Wrecker, he just had that like Gatling gun. It was like, but then he's Wrecker. He's reckless. He's not going to be thinking to be using the phaser. So maybe it's not a change yet. We'll see.
My biggest problem with the episode, I think, was when they're chasing Gregor at the beginning, and they're shooting him with the stun blast, and they shoot him in the legs with the stun blast. Never seen that before. You can't pinpoint a big ring that gets bigger as it goes.
That-
and then from there, at no point have you ever seen anybody get shot with the stun blast and be like, "Oh, my chest is numb."
I think that's the armor. That's showing the difference between the commando armor and everyone else's armor.
That makes sense.
Oh,
Because
Because he is
if you
wearing
notice
a different,
later,
but he's not wearing the helmet, so it's
or the chest.
you don't think that it's commando armor.
Yeah.
You have to know.
because if you notice later when they're fighting Scorch, yeah, that's Scorch.
Yeah.
From the Republic Commando video games.
The one walking around,
The one
leading
the
all
one
the
that
other
gets
ones?
shot 4
Yeah.
times.
the
before
one
he
who's
goes down.
colored, he's got the black and yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The episode guide on StarWars.com says he's inspired by, but yeah, it's straight up Scorch.
Inspired by?
Yeah.
Scourge.
He takes several hits before he goes down, and the same thing. You know, he gets the stun blast is very localized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him from Bad Batch, actually, I think.
Well, they were in Clone Wars also.
Yeah, this is him in
Oh.
That's from
that's
the
him from the video game.
from the Republic Commando video game.
Yeah,
Extra.
it's pretty cool.
What is Scorch Sev?
Boss and
Boss and
Fixer.
Fixer, yeah.
Yeah, because he takes several hits before he goes down too. So it's that armor, showing how it's different.
Yeah, and as they're escaping, they're jumping to the ship.
I mean,
Omegas.
on Wikipedia, it has him as Scorch.
Yeah, Wikipedia says it's him. The StarWars.com episode guide says one of the Imperial Commandos has a paint job inspired by the Republic Commando video game. I'm like, no, it's him.
That's yeah.
So, I don't know. I'm sure they have reasons for not wanting to say it's him. Cause
I guess maybe because it doesn't look exactly like it.
It's like slightly. The
It's
Scorch in the
basically-
video game is way more weathered.
It definitely is inspired by. You can't say it's not.
yes.
Literally inspired
Um,
by.
In my brain, it's him.
So, Hunter is jumping to the ship, but he falls, which is like, it's about time. It's like every time you see someone jumping to like, they always make it.
Yeah.
It's just like somebody's
But
gonna
they
fall
almost
one
don't
of these
make
days.
it, and then someone grabs them and pulls them up.
He straight up lands on it, falls off, and that's probably what would happen every time.
Oh yeah.
This is what happens when you don't have a Jedi
Except-
with you to catch you.
Except when he fell and survived. Usually you wouldn't survive, but
Well, he had a few things on the way down to
Yeah.
slow his descent.
conveniently, yeah, a few tree limbs.
He also didn't get up right away either.
He had enough. He was conscious enough to try to stab his knife into a rock. I don't think I would have been able to do that if I was falling out of the sky. I'd probably wait till I stop moving and then get out the knife.
Well, if you're wearing pretend armor that's supposed to protect you from things, you may.
I thought about that too, but still gravity, you know. But
Could be
He
lighter
was-
gravity on that planet.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. It's true. High oxygen. But anyways, we've got Hunter captured. They take him back to Camino,
And that's setting up for our finale.
and Crosshair
So-
walks
so it's
in.
not 16, it's 15?
16. There's 2 episodes left.
Okay.
Oh,
So-
yeah, I forgot Hunter got captured. At the
You know
end.
that whole that's going to be part of that finale. Is they're not getting him back, and then something else is going to happen. And
Crosshair is gonna
Yeah.
eat
Are
the
they
dust.
Are they gonna release both episodes at the same time?
probably not.
No. No. They're going to milk this for everything it's worth.
They have been. It's awesome. 16 episodes.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's
It's
better
so
than the last
awesome.
season of Clone Wars.
That's so awesome.
How many did we get for Clone Wars? Like
12.
9, 12? Okay.
I can't believe we're still.
There's three batches of 4.
One of them was the Bad Batch.
Yeah, and so I want a new costume. The new stormtroopers. I really like that look.
Oh yeah, like Ralph McQuarrie style.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
I
kind of
noticed
that mixed with a patrol trooper.
Yeah.
There's a patrol
Ooh.
trooper look in there.
Did you guys notice the music?
Yes.
music's
And
really, really good.
And even I think did they have E11s? Because
No, they're still using the.
but the blaster bolt sounded like E11 blaster bolts.
I know some of the sound effects were different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still using the regular clone rifles,
Okay.
the DC-15s. 15?
Mm-hmm.
15.
Those are the rifles.
I can never remember.
It's the 15S and the 15L.
It's about time we've seen like Phase 3 armor or whatever they're calling this armor, like prototype Stormtrooper armor. Like we've been waiting for this. Like we've gotten versions of it that are now non-canon, but it's nice to have like, hey, here it is. This is between
This is the
clones
first
and
helmet.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah, this is the first helmet where it doesn't have any type of T.
Yep.
This is the first where it separated his eyes.
Yeah. And as soon as I saw it, I was like, ooh, I really, really like that look. There's art. I think it's so cool. Within 24 hours of the episode airing, there was already 3D print files available.
Of course there were.
It wasn't like that 2 years ago.
No.
It used to take like months.
Mhm.
Like I remember when Rise of Skywalker came out and everybody was crazy about those fleet technician helmets. I paid someone like $80 to come up with a model probably 2 weeks after it came out, and it just was terrible. It just wasn't good enough. It wasn't worth printing or anything. And then
Hope you get your money
maybe
back.
like 6 months later, people were already making kits. They weren't even, still no files, but they were making kits for it. But now, since Bad Batch and Mandalorian has come out, everything's like within.
Especially, yeah, Mandalorian especially.
Well, that's because, say, like in 3 years, the technology's come a long way. Like, you can get a printer like you've got. There's programs that you can download to make them just open and play and go. Like,
Yeah.
there's programs that you can do for that.
Well-
For what they're wanting to make, there's already Stormtrooper files. There's already Clone Trooper files.
Yeah.
You just need to find a healthy balance between the two.
Right.
So,
Well, the other thing was in Rise of Skywalker, the coolest costumes you get perhaps 3 frames,
Yeah.
and then that's it. So like the fleet technicians you see for like a few seconds, and the same for that the Sith trooper with the cape and the cool helmet.
Yeah.
That we'll never get a clear shot, and we'll never see a costume of it, unfortunately. And that's what sucks. Like the coolest costumes get the least screen time.
And also, those were all in theaters. This is on your. You could pull up Disney Plus in one tab and have your modeling software in the other tab, and just be like, okay, there's a hook here, and then it goes this, and then
Yep.
this. So you could just be doing it literally like seconds after you just finished watching the
A
episode.
lot
You
of
could
people
start
will do.
modeling
They'll
it.
do like
That makes sense.
They'll take screenshots and then like put it in Blender, and then they'll like 3D model over top of the screenshot. I saw a video of someone doing that.
So this is
kinda
it's
like
all
recasting.
thanks to Disney Plus and streaming.
Well, yeah, streaming versus
That
theater.
makes perfect sense though, because
Yeah.
like I said, it was The Mandalorian, it was Bad Batch. Those are the ones where or Clone Wars, not Bad Batch, because Clone Wars is where we started getting the 3D prints of the Bad Batch helmets.
Yeah.
And then once Bad Batch came out, did they make any changes to any of the helmets? Because there were a flood of new helmets when
For
Bad
the
Batch
the
came
Bad
out.
Batch themselves, the only change I think was Echo.
Okay, maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I think a lot of.
I think Crosshair obviously changed because he got his Imperial outfit, but I think Wrecker, Tech, and Hunter, I think all their outfits are the same. Although notice Hunter has a holster now.
Nice.
He doesn't always have a holster.
Well, they needed it there for the Western episode. Well, I hope that comes through in stereo.
Well, that's it for that episode. I mean,
War Mantle.
I'm sure there was
War
more
Mantle
to it.
good. Infested is an episode.
These people
Watch
are
'em all.
really, really wanting me to build a Republic Commando. I mean, they're just
You're the one who was
throwing it-
salivating over the
throwing it in my
picture when
face.
the CRL got put out.
Oh my god, it was beautiful.
I don't want you to.
I mean, I'm not going to.
I'd prefer you build a reg.
I don't physically have room for another armor.
Sure
kit.
you do.
Oh, you've got plenty of room. Look
Right
at
there
it.
at the end of that couch to that table
I can
right
see
there.
There's some room
carpet
under the
in
table.
so much
I
of
don't-
this room.
I don't have approved room for another costume.
approval is an issue.
How many bedrooms are in this house?
Exactly. You're not even using the workout room,
The workout room.
or should I say, the new build room.
No, you've got to finish Bo-Katan first before you can do
Oh,
anything.
yeah. Yep.
He's got it laid out.
I laid it all out. I'm like, I'm gonna work on it, and I go. But for Bo-Katan, I go between. Oh yeah, I can do this, and then oh my god, I can't do this. I need to send this to someone to paint, and it's just I keep going back and forth on that
To what? For painting her helmet?
for like the whole kit. Yeah, because I'll look at it like, oh, it's just silver and blue, and then I'll look at it and be like, oh god, that's not just silver and blue. 'Cause there's like silver, and then there's gunmetal, and then there's the weathering, and there's the damage, and I just people use that I think it's like called Alucad or something they use for the Mandalorian to make it shiny, and then every time I see a picture, it's like, oh hey, look, my paint job's ruined, and then it's that silver. It's like the really shiny silver, and you don't even see hardly any of it because you just mask it off and use it for little damage spots.
That's why you build it first and then you paint it.
Yes, but it's not really like you don't really build it because it's just kind of like individual pieces. So there's really not much to build other than the gauntlets. Oops. But like on my Boba Fett,
I bet this one's been a hoot to listen to on headphones.
oh, yeah,
I've smacked mine at
Dunk,
least 6
dunk.
times.
on my Boba Fett, I used like a pretty simple silver, and it's not like the best, but I think it gets the job done when you only see a little bit of it.
Oh, I love it. I feel like a real, damaged. It wouldn't be perfectly shiny. It probably
Well,
would be
'cause then
dull.
you can contrast it with this, which is I think what some people are going for, which is like pure chrome.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, the amount of prep it takes to get chrome is just ridiculous.
There are several Adam Savage videos you need to watch where he's working with that material and he shows you like, hey, if you want a super glossy material, your poltergeist is opening the door.
Didn't I close that? Is Heather up there?
That door was shut until like 30 seconds ago.
Heather, you out there?
No, she's definitely not.
And she walked away.
No.
Yeah, Adam Savage has got several videos where he's working with that stuff, and he goes into like, this is how you get a super shiny finish.
Apparently, the key is to paint it black.
Yes.
And then you get it perfectly, beautifully, like mirror finish black.
Yeah.
And then you put it over top.
Yes.
It's so much work, and I would
Yes.
not be doing
Yep, that's what it takes.
I think that's a good note to go out on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Next time it'll be pictures.
there will be pictures. For all of the listeners, all of you, every single one.
All 7.
that.
Actually, no, this isn't for you all. This is specifically for members of the squad. We've got some patches.
Woo!
And the patches are for anyone who's interested in making a suit-up video or coming on the show.
Hey,
So
I
if-
did both. Does that mean I get 2?
No. Do not
I
get
did 2
two.
as well. And a build. I did a build one.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about
I
it.
need 3.
We've got patches. See, this would have been a good example to have the microphone hooked up. We
Yeah.
could, but I'm gonna
It's just
get
a
up
logo.
anyways without it. Yeah, it's just a logo. I'm gonna show it anyways. It's worth it. Oh.
I hope you get close.
All right, let's see. I think.
Yeah, nope. Still, it's black.
Perfectly dark. No,
We
no.
we realized this
happening?
before that it's just dark. There's no light.
Yeah. So also, this is the main camera that we're using, but it looks like
Yeah, there's no light there.
there's no light, and it looks terrible.
Yeah, it's almost like we did this last week.
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? We needed another lamp over there.
Dementia.
If you can see it from here, which you can't.
Think about our logo
It's the logo.
as a patch.
Okay,
But it says Serenno Squad.
okay. Whatever page or app you're using to view this, look directly below us. There's the logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now imagine it's that big.
Imagine it's embroidered.
It's embroidered and it's 2 inches.
in a half, 2.5 inches. So if you're,
It's
know,
2.5 inches.
if you are a squad member and you want one,
Here.
there's only one way.
How
Or
close
there's
are you?
2 ways actually. There we go.
Yeah,
Look at
that's
that.
not any better.
Oh, that's so much better.
See those
Look at the size
four?
of this dime.
See
Yeah,
those little?
so
yeah,
much better.
that's us.
Yeah. It's not gonna stick.
Now you're sewing with liquid.
There's, you need liquid stitch. There's no adhesive backing, guys. Sorry.
Adhesive backing is for noobs.
Yeah, but they're super special.
It does
So
make sewing them on way easier.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
it should.
There are 99 of them.
Hey,
What
that's
happened
like
to
the
the
Bad
100?
Batch thing.
Oh.
There was, yeah, that's what I'm going for. It's a Bad Batch thing.
Wow.
There could be a mystery 100th patch somewhere,
For
but
the,
nobody knows about it. There's only 99.
for the
Did you count them?
Serenno Squadcast.
No, I didn't count them actually.
There could be 87 of them. You
There
have no
really
idea.
could be.
He's
I
got
could have.
99 patches of mystery. in
2
one.
of them are, are not. Did I show you the flawed ones? We have
Yeah.
2 of them that have misprints.
That you know of. If you haven't counted them,
I
you
haven't
don't
looked through
know.
all of them. I literally stuck my hand in there and pulled it out and was like, oh, this one's a misprint.
Does it say Serenno Squawk?
No, it says Serenno Squadcast.
Totally,
There's no
They'll
S.
totally miss the S on the stitch.
And then there's another one that has an unfinished frown on your phase 1.
Oh, nice.
So super rare,
Serenno Quad.
collectible,
Yeah.
one of a kind.
Wow.
Yeah, but just to make things more interesting,
Okay.
and also just a way to thank people that put the effort out. So we appreciate it.
Well, that and it gives us a thing if we put a poll out there or a question or a contest. It gives us something to give out to people who
It's
win.
true. We can
'Cause
do that too.
If one of the 3 people answers,
yeah.
We
They
could have
deserve
publicity
one.
stunts to drive up views
Yeah.
and have actual gifts to give out.
Wow.
Shoo.
I'll tell you once, my brother, he was doing a podcast, and they had bought a gift card for I think it was like Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that, and they had a giveaway thing, but nobody was watching and nobody called in and nobody won anything. So I hope
So
that
they
doesn't
did
happen.
a podcast from Buffalo Wild Wings while
Yeah.
they used a gift card.
I hope that doesn't happen to us, but maybe.
It's okay. The one time I did a giveaway on my podcast, the one person who responded is the winner.
That's pretty good too.
Look, man, it's 100% more than what they got.
That
so.
happened with me. There's a Star Trek podcast I listened to, and I was like one of like 3 people who retweeted their tweet, and they're like, yeah. So I got a little discovery pin.
Was it cool though?
Yeah, it was really cool. It was a
I think
metal-
we need to
metal
make
pin.
that mannequin head a giveaway.
Ew.
You get a free patch with it, but the mannequin head's what you
That
get.
mannequin head is the 5th member of this podcast.
Yes.
It is.
That's a good idea.
Unofficial.
We could make a
We need to name
robot,
her.
like a cyborg.
Heather too.
Mm-mm. Jessica Peterson.
Maybe we can name her like Alexa, and then just install an Alexa and ask it questions.
Yeah, another
Eyes light
podcast
up
we're
every
listening.
time.
Yeah, we could turn it into like a Terminator.
Yeah.
Like, thing.
Like we could like take an X-Acto knife and cut out the eye and put a
well,
little.
we want the eyes. No, we want the eyes to be normal, but we want to turn it into evil mode where the eyes
We
turn
could
red.
just cut the little pupils out and
Yeah.
then put little LEDs
Yes.
behind them.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's what the podcast is going to be from now on. It's just going to be.
There's just gonna be a creepy looking like Terminator head behind me.
What's
We're
her name?
Never gonna mention it.
What's her name?
Jessica Peterson.
That's Jessica Peterson.
Yeah.
That's not her original name.
No.
Oh.
How about Daria?
Here's what, this is what. This
Maybe
is-
we shouldn't try
here,
to brainstorm
I've
this
got
now.
This is the perfect way to end the episode because I've been trying to end
Mm-hmm.
this thing for about 10 minutes now.
Oh yeah, it's about time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, it's way past.
This is the perfect thing. Is okay. So what you need to do is come to the YouTube page, whether you're listening to audio, come to the YouTube page, leave a comment of what that thing's name is.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
The best answer gets a patch.
Yes.
I think
There
you
you
go.
go.
Ooh.
Synergy.
just to make sure we actually get
You
some
just
like.
use work words. I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Please don't say low hanging fruit. If I hear that again,
no.
I'm going to
It,
murder.
Way to
someone.
ask outside the box.
it's just a little onesie twosies issue. We'll get
Yeah.
How about we circle back on this
Stop.
offline?
That's
Hit
a good
stop
idea.
So we can table this thing.
That's a good idea. That's a
I'll
good
be out
place
in the
to
parking
end it.
lot.
I will actually share the video and put that in the actual post so that people know that.
Let's put in there when we
It's
post
actually-
it. There's a contest in this one, but don't tell them when. So they have to sit all the way until
Here,
the
just
end.
so you
Check
can
the
get some-
timestamps.
Just so you can get some ideas.
What's her name?
What's
Yes.
what is her name?
It has to be appropriate too. Come on,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
you know.
we will choose the best name, and
Does she have an Adam's apple?
gee,
You mean
she's
does
not-
he have an Adam's apple?
it's 2021. Don't you judge?
Yeah, it's true.
We're
I
not-
just asked a question, man.
yeah. Luxurious blonde hair.
Hmm.
It is nice. I thought it was real.
Yes. Give us a name for this ATST driver head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The helmet holder
And
extraordinary.
with that, I guess we can
Please.
stop this thing.
Tell me when.
Oh wait, not yet. Well, we're
Yeah, we're doing
outro
our
music
outro.
is rocking right now.
Say
wouldn't
goodbye.
know. It sounds like a
everybody.
bad fan.
On all the socials and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serenno Squad and.
It'd be another good thing for the whiteboard is
Next
just
time
to read
you'll-
off all these
Next
things.
time you'll have a name, I promise.
There you go. Make this
Huh?
a happy,
What?
what do we call it? Happy,
You will be a named person. I promise.
That's
I don't know
rude.
where you're going with that one, but
a happy,
Yeah.
follow us, like
Head?
us, do the stuff.
Yeah.
It's the social medias. You know how to do it.
Yeah.
501st.com.
Like, subscribe, do the thing.
Do the thing.
If you're listening to this, you found it.
Garrison Tyrannus Instagram. If you've listened this long, congratulations.
Welcome to the
You deserve a
rabbit
patch.
hole that is YouTube.
If
You're
you
welcome.
if you listen to this whole entire episode and make it to this part, you get a
You
free
deserve
patch.
a patch.
Just text or message us, and we'll give you a patch. You deserve it.
Leave a name in the comments.
Whoever you are out there.
Leave a name for our blonde assistant here.
Yeah, our beautiful assistant here. Yeah.
Please move that.
All right. Well, until next time, everybody. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Bye.